I know that's
The
right.
late, great Paul Jones. Pastor Hayes, I know you got a good word this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, Rickey Smiley. This is my classmate from Bishop College, Paul Jones, and he, in essence, is letting us know that in this life, it's not what happens to you, but how you look at it. Life is determined by your outlook, because your outlook will determine your outcome. One poet said 2 men peered out from prison bars. One saw mud, the other one saw the stars. Both of them were behind the prison walls, but one looked down, and all he could see was the muck and the mire of the mud. The other one looked up and beheld the glittering stars that bedeck the heavens as bling-bling of eternity. And so as a consequence, one looked up and life was better. His outlook was stronger. The other one looked down, and needless to say, his life went down the tubes. Why? Because in life, it's your outlook that determines your outcome. Please understand, all of us are going to have things happen to us that are not positive. All of us are going to have those dreary days, as Paul Jones would say. All of us are going to have those days where life goes bad on us and bad things happen to us, even when we're trying to do good. But I promise you, it's all about your outlook, and that will determine the outcome. Your perspective will inform and empower your performance. So what is Paul Jones saying? Paul Jones is saying, I won't complain, number one, because even though every day may not be a good day, with God, there's good in every day. I like that right there. Every day ain't going to be a good day. You're going to have some rough days. You're going to have some days where things don't go the way you want them to. But when your outlook is good, the good news is there is good in every day, knowing that God can even bring good out of bad. God can take the bad that happens to you and somehow use it to work out for you. No wonder the Bible says you meant it for evil, but God meant it for good, as Joseph says to his brothers who had done him dirty and done him wrong. But Joseph said, I know you intended to jack me up, but God used what you did to jack me up, to set me up. Every day may not be a good day, but there's good in every single day. And so please keep in mind that in this life, you don't have to complain. You can claim the good that God has for you by remembering the wisdom of Howard Thurman, who said, refuse to reduce your dreams to what is going on in your life right now. No matter how bad things may be in your life right now, there are possibilities beyond the present. There is good beyond the bad. So look up when life is trying to drag you down and dare to dream anyhow. Dream of a better day. Dream that 2021 is going to be better than 2020. Dream that in spite of a year that has had so much bad, dream that good is on the other side of all of this bad. Keep on dreaming. Refuse to reduce your dreams to what's going on right now, but look beyond right now to your not yet and determine in your mind, I won't complain.
No, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey. Thank you, bro.
Y'all, thank you.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
it's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. Following frontline workers, nursing home residents are now receiving the coronavirus vaccines. This comes as the U.S. hits 2 new records today. 3,400 deaths in one day and more than 113,000 people in the hospital. Congress is close to passing a new coronavirus relief bill, Ricky, that will give stimulus payments of $600 to most Americans and an additional $300 in weekly unemployment assistance. Now, in world news, very sad, more than 300 boys were kidnapped from a school in Nigeria by extremists who are against Western education. Now, you might recall a similar kidnapping, a story about a group of girls in Nigeria 6 years ago. Also, Republican attorney generals from 10 U.S. states are suing Google in an anti-terrorist lawsuit, claiming that the company is too powerful. And last, and super exciting, ex-wife of Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos made history the week after she donated $160 million to over a dozen HBCUs.
Wow.
All right. That was a quick look at your front page news. For more, log on to the Rickey Smiley morningshow.com. Rock T, what's going down in sports?
Well, the big NCAA Division I transfers for all sports get a blanket waiver. They have been cleared to play immediately with uncertainty of this COVID-19 pandemic. The best decision to support these students' mental health and well-being. So that's kind of cool, man. So if players transfer from other universities last year, normally you got to sit out a year before you can become eligible to play. So they're going to go ahead and waive that and say, man, y'all go ahead and play right now. At least 6 players, including quarterback Deshaun Watson, attended a grand opening for Watson's new restaurant franchise. Of course, the Houston Texans players broke protocol for the NFL. Groups activity outside of club facilities are against the NFL's COVID-19 protocols, except some sort of a fine to be given to these Houston Texans players, including Deshaun Watson.
Long as they ain't got that Clyde Drexler barbecue place, boy, it was awful.
Really? I ain't never been
Yes. What? They closed that. They closed it real tight.
Clyde the Glide. Shout out to James Harden, man. He finally addresses the media and explained that he was not just hitting up the Vegas strips and running around town with rapper Lil Baby. He claims he was training while the rest of his teammates, his Houston Rockets teammates, were in training camp. So, hey, yeah, man.
That barbecue sauce was like brown gravy barbecue sauce. I got all excited when I saw Clyde Drexler pitch on there. Took my ass and I sat down and ate that barbecue. I said, what? They put the ribs out. I said, what are those?
Not Clyde. Come on, dog.
You ain't never with anybody? Gary, you ain't never with the
but baby, I'm glad they closed it tight, like you said.
They closed it tight.
Jeez. Gary, what's up, man?
All right, y'all, honey. Khloe Kardashian, honey, they say this girl in landed in Massachusetts, honey. She's with her man, Mr. Tristan Thompson. Now, they're saying, y'all, that they were spotted, honey, at Zuma. It's a restaurant at the Four Seasons Hotel on 1 Dalton Street. And they're saying the cameras was there, honey. They said this girl, honey, her man, Mr. Thompson, was eating Japanese food. And they said the cameras followed them. They said everybody was in a single file through the main entrance and headed to the glass enclosed private dining area where they ate food. You know what? I feel so sorry for her, honey. She wants this man so bad. He don't want her, and she just doing everything it takes to keep him and to be with him. And so, man, he really just don't want her. But she got that little baby, 2.5-year-old Truth with him. So I guess, he gonna do the best that he can. But he also has another baby with another woman, that Prince. That's a little boy name that he was with his other baby mama, what have you. But they're saying that he drank a lot of mimosas that night. So I think when you drink a lot of mimosas, are you just trying to drown yourself in alcohol where he don't want to be bothered with? Is that kind of what people do that drink, Eva and Brad? Yeah.
I saw a video yesterday, that mimosa video. I thought about Eva and Brad. Brad, you seen that mimosa video?
No, I did.
Let me find it.
All right, so I don't know, but anyway, congratulations. Hopefully they all stay together, honey, and then they be together, but it ain't gonna happen. All right, the color today, this is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is sugar plum. On the high end, you say sugar plums, and on the low end, just say beautiful red. That's your color for the day. Brad, what you got next to the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, y'all, Tom Cruise done lost his entire mind on this cruise. I'm gonna tell y'all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, Rick's Smiley Morning Show, bottom of the hour. Y'all, the segment's being brought to you by My Computer Career. If you don't absolutely love what you do, make sure you go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Tom Cruise was recorded going off on crew members who felt that they were abandoning the COVID-19 guidelines on a set of Mission Impossible 7. So in a 2-minute recording released by The Sun, Tom, he's 58 years old, he yelled at the production team and read them for life, y'all, for neglecting social distancing guidelines. Check it out.
I'm on the phone with every studio at night, insurance companies, producers. We are creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever.
Ooh. Lord mercy.
They need to socially distance.
That's right, and I'm not mad at him for that. He also added no apologies. You can tell it to people who are losing their effing homes because our industry is shut down. Now, on Twitter, Cruise got a lot of support. One of them wrote, I wish more people would act like this who are in charge of people who violate protocols for not wearing masks, etc. If only more people saw the bigger picture that Tom is highlighting here. So I'm not mad at him. Oh, my goodness, I feel bad for whoever he saw not wearing a mask. I would have left the set or just went and hid under a rock
came back the next day dressed up like a mummy.
With a hazmat suit. All right, y'all, moving on. Jeremiah, he's opened up about his battle with COVID-19. He revealed that he contracted a rare case of the virus. He said it is definitely real and I didn't take it for granted. And truth be told, I'm a living, walking testimony. He developed multiple inflammatory syndrome, which he described as a rare cause and effect of COVID. He said, my whole insides, all my organs became inflamed. My heart started beating irregularly and my kidneys went out. My liver started to clear and go bad. Mind you, I didn't know what was going on at the time. I was out. He also revealed that he had to learn how to walk again and eat again. He also revealed that the hospital almost didn't let his mom in to see him, but Chance the Rapper called the hospital and they let her in. He is resting up now at his mother's house for the remainder of the year. So thank God that Jeremiah is healing and getting better. Whew, Lord have mercy.
Amen.
And last but not least, Insecure star Kendrick Sampson was reportedly attacked by Colombian police. In the video, you can see the officer punch Sampson and pull out a gun and cock it. He wrote, Cartagena is amazing, but this is the 6th time I was stopped in 5 days. It happens to black Colombians often. I'm told stopping is a policy, but what is not is that they reached down my underwear aggressively, slapped me 5 times hard, punched me in the jaw, and pulled the gun on me. Then cuffed me and dragged me through the streets. He said I did not resist any legal procedure. So I hope he sues the crap out of them for doing that. And he didn't even do nothing. My goodness, I'm ready for that to stop too. You think that's going to stop when Trump get out of here? They just getting it all out now?
No, they're going to get worse.
Oh, yeah. Lord.
Because they mad.
Oh, Lord.
Remember
all right, y'all.
I'm telling you, trust me. You'll see.
Well, that's going to wrap up the Hot Spot. Lord, I hope not, Ricky. Coming up next, y'all, we got Special K with the news you absolutely, positively cannot use. And y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 1-866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's about that time. Special K got news you can't use. What up, K?
Hey, man, your singing wasn't that bad. I was just
man, listen, boy.
It was actually,
you get down when I want to. I hit the note, though. Hit the note, though.
I was with you, dog. I was with you.
It didn't sound like it, Kay.
Oh, yeah,
at all.
It's just called sucking up. All right, here you go.
Oh, wow.
She's telling the truth.
I'm trying to get a Christmas gift, y'all.
I see.
Look, I'm trying to get something out of this. All right, so, yeah. In the news today, we got an unnamed Atlanta pastor. He's going to be introducing a controversial holiday addition to his church's online Christmas shopping catalog. It's an adult playthings collection for religious couples that still want to have fun after their bedtime prayers. The line is called, "Oh, Come All You Faithful." Yeah, Candy Bird saw to sell that. She got the bedroom candy thing that might fit in nicely with her stuff. It hadn't been a good month for super loser Donald Trump. I don't even call him president no more. I just call him by his name. Super loser Donald Trump. Say he has the White House staff worried that he's finally really losing it as he's giving out increasingly crazy orders in his last days in office. Yesterday, he ordered that North Dakota and South Dakota be combined into one state. What? What? I actually agree with that. I mean, what the hell you got two of them for? You ain't got nothing up there. Oil field, white men, and like, what do you have up there that you need to separate them? Just make them one thing.
Right.
He also signed an executive order to change the name of Arkansas to Kansas Junior.
Right.
Because he can't pronounce it. Yeah, he don't understand Arkansas.
Right.
And ordered that anybody living in New Mexico need a passport to travel to other states. Okay, that's just stupid. Hey, look, anybody out there trying to get on my 600-pound life, but you just can't get that extra 50 or 75 pounds to get you to the 600 point. Right in time for Christmas, we got a My 600-Pound Life Over the Hump kit. Now, this is a kit especially designed for people who are just about 75 pounds or less away from that coveted 600-pound mark to be eligible for the show. Now, the kit is delivered right to your door. Yeah, it contains a 50-pound drum potato tots, 36 blueberry waffles, 8 gallons of syrup, 128 patty pies, 30 extra butter Grand's biscuits, 10 pounds of macaroni and cheese, 17 dozen eggs. What? 40 meat lovers pizzas. What? This is the 600-pound over the hump kit.
What about any pig meat from the Pig Feet Emporium?
Oh! You want to go back to the Pigfoot Emporium?
No, I'm saying, did they add that in the package?
The Pigfoot Palace, yeah, you can actually, the Pigfoot Palace, actually, they do have a Christmas online, you can order online, because, they had to shut down their locations because of COVID. But, you can order from the Pigfoot Palace online, and it's Christmas time, so just hit up your local delivery service and go to pigfootpalace.com and just order the food that you want. They got, what do they have for the, let's see, they got Pigfoot skewers. You can get those. They got the Pigfoot dessert treats, which is, they got Pigfoot cheesecake. They also have Pigfoot, let's see. Now, they got a new Pigfoot brownie. Now, that's interesting. You put a little ice cream on that.
What?
They have
you
Pigfoot popsicles.
Somebody that love pig feet that much, they're going to buy all that stuff.
They got Pigfoot popsicles in different flavors.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick's Round the Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Just in time for Christmas, y'all. A lot of people have decided they want to read one another, and they're doing it publicly. First of all, we're going to start off with Pastor Jamal Bryant, y'all. It's being reported out that he has clapped back, honey, at Real Housewives of Potomac star Ms. Monique Samuels with his own binder of receipts. If y'all don't follow the show, honey, start following it. It's a good show. And yes, anyway, Samuels, y'all, accused Pastor Bryant of cheating on his castmate, Miss Giselle Bryant, and claimed that they were faking their relationship for the show. Well, Pastor Bryant allegedly came forward and admitted that he was dating another woman. He explained, yes, I dated a young lady in New York. I've been divorced for 11 years and single. People do date. He said, so when you date, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. This case, he said it didn't. And he also added, y'all, you cannot have a mistress while you're single. So he also said that the reason Monique started the rumors is to distract people from the story that was going to come out about her having a baby with her trainer. And he alleged, y'all, that her best friend Gigi actually leaked the news. He also added that Monique lives in a house, y'all, with a man who has anger management, who doesn't mind expressing volatile behavior, and that Chris needs to take care of CTE. I didn't know what that meant, so I reached out to the pastor, and I'm waiting for a response on that story. But it's a very touching show. If y'all haven't watched Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all need to follow, like Brad was saying. It's very interesting, and and we just gonna pray for all parties involved. And Brad, while we praying for all parties involved, it's interesting.
It's petty, is what it is. It's not interesting. It's so petty. That's these people's personal life. This man is a pastor. He has an entire fellowship. Are you serious?
Well,
it's
I
so
guess
petty.
If maybe they don't put it on TV, then we wouldn't know about it. But that's neither here nor there. But speaking of petty, Eva and Brad, since we got kind of close to this story, Kenya Moore and Sherry Shepherd, honey, had a few words for each other recently. Now, Kenya started the exchange out during an appearance on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live. Well, host Andy Cohen, and he asked the Real Housewives of Atlanta star which former co-guest she would never want to be on Watch What Happens Live with again, and she unapologetically named Sherry Shepherd. She said, quote, "That was probably my worst appearance." She said, "I thought she was trying to take over the show. She was very arrogant," so Sherry. And Andy then pointed out that Sherry Shepherd referred to Kenya Moore as Kendra when they were guests together. And Kenya responded, she thought she was still on The View, honey. She didn't know she had been fired. So then she went on to say, Sherry Shepherd responded on Dish Nation on our show. She said, this is what Sherry said. She said, "It was so funny because I was trying to remember when I did watch What Happens Live with Kendra," because she calls Kenya Kendra. She said, "I was trying to remember. I wish that Kendra could pay me to care like she paid those dudes to be her boyfriend before she got fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta." Then the actress also was referencing previous rumors that Kenya Moore paid men to pretend to be her boyfriend on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So she went on to say, I do remember taking over because it took so long for you to get a thought out of your head." She said, "I had to fill up the space." And she also addressed Kenya Moore's comment about The View and said, this is what Sherry said. She said, "Before I left The View, honey, we won our first Emmy, Kendra." She said, "The ratings were never that high since I left. So there you go, Kendra." And that was the readings of 2020.
Listen, we sat there with our mouths open. You can go to my Instagram page. I had to post it because Sherry's so sweet all the time. So when she turned to this other person, I was like, "Oh, she's from Chicago." And she is from Chicago. Like, I was like, okay, it was an elegant read, but it was a read.
Yeah, she's a comedian. Don't forget.
Ooh,
right.
Yeah, it was. It was one of the best of 2020.
Well, Miss Kenya's an actress, honey, and she know how to read back, baby. This girl, honey, said her words too, honey. She flipped her hair, baby, and said what she had to say, honey. But it was very interesting, though. So, but we loved it, honey. I mean, I'm sure everybody's all friends, honey, and they all probably went and had a cocktail at the end of the day. That's right. That's what they're for. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is sugar plums. On the high end, you say sugar plum, and on the low end, just say beautiful maroon. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All right. Time for the wake-up call. Here we go.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because they woke you up this long. This laid you in your house shoes. Go and be better. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know where you calling from. So come on and tell us and just wake up.
My name is Erica. I'm calling from Eastside, Indianapolis. To my beautiful daughter, Shanika Brown, I want to say good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Matt from South Florida. I want to wake up everybody at Cleveland Clinic, Florida. And I want to tell them, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yo, this is Milo from Raleigh. Calling to let everybody know it's time to get up. Get up, get up.
Good morning, Brad. This is Michelle calling from the NC. Like to tell all these Trump and Penn supporters to take these big A signs and flags down off their houses. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
The city's tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Because we gon' let them know. When you in Portland, wake up. Come on. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brad.
You welcome, Ricky.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and shake it up for the one and only Pastor Brad.
Oh, Lord, I'm riding, trying to make 100.
Yeah.
99 won't do.
Yes, sir.
I'm running.
Come on.
Trying to make 100. 99 in a half won't do.
Yeah.
Love
that song.
Those that can and those that can't.
Oh, you preach now. You preach.
In a brief moment of transparency, I must admit, my brothers and sisters, I struggle with procrastination. That's what I said, procrastination.
Yeah.
Procrastination. It's procrastination. Sometimes, Brother Ricky, I tell you, I hate to say it, but sometimes I'm slower than a bow-legged turtle.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm also guilty sometimes of trying to take people with me who aren't designed to go. But I'm learning that you have to let some people go. Oh, let my people go. That's what it said. Let my people go.
Yes, sir.
And you know, I'm learning, Mother Brad. Yes. That you got to ease on down. Yeah. You gotta ease on down. On down. The Bible said you got to lay aside every weight. Don't you carry nothing.
Come on now.
That might be a load.
You better preach.
Some of y'all got some things on you. You got too much load on you. Cinnamon rolls, donuts, you got too much roll on you. Some of you got rolls on the left side, rolls on the right side, rolls on the front, rolls in the back. Ease on down. Ease on down. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Ease on down the road.
Come on and ease on down the road. Come on, ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, ease on down the road.
Yeah. Real best friend, I'm going down the road.
Daddy, y'all give it up and show your love for Pastor Fred. Pastor Fred. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Shotty.
Yeah.
Hey, but this is a real square situation I'm dealing with right now. You're not coming to work today? Well, Shotty, look, it's more to it than that. Shotty, it's not that simple. Look, this will happen. So, look, Shotty, I woke up this morning, I'm ready to come to work, and I just started sneezing and itching, right? I just started sneezing, itching. I can't stop. And then I get back in the bed, and then it stops, Shotty, and then I get back up, and I get dressed again, then, Shotty, I just started sneezing, like my back breaking out. I feel like I got bumps on my back, my neck, all that, Shotty, I just started breaking out. And then, Shotty, I had called Dr. Carter and told him what was going on. And Shotty, real talk, he said he think I might be allergic to Thursdays. He said, cause I tell him every Thursday, Shotty, this happened. I started breaking out with that cigarette. He said, you need to stay in the bed. You need to lay down, Shotty, because you're going to break out and have a sneezing fit.
So you can get us a doctor's excuse for that? Because you know they're going to ask for a doctor's excuse.
Yeah, I get you that. What's your fax number? What's your fax number?
Fax number.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have no. Do they still fax even?
They scan at this point, Tony.
Yeah.
Well, Shotty, I can't do it because I got to stay in the bed, Shotty. I'm allergic.
You could do it from your phone.
No, I think my body be nervous because the weekend coming up, and then my body I be excited because it's gonna be Friday, and then I just start breaking out on Thursday, so I gotta stay in the bed. I can't do it, so I can't risk my health, Shotty. It's not worth that.
Right. You're right. I mean, I'm gonna let him make it on that one. Brad, you see anything? Even y'all see anything wrong with that? Y'all good?
That says like 1 or 2% of the people in the whole world that got that Thursday. I'm allergic to Thursday.
I see a lot of things wrong with that, but I'm gonna let him make it. It's the end of the year.
All right, hey, Black Tony, you coming tomorrow? Are you coming tomorrow? Though?
Tomorrow Friday, Shot. I'll be there tomorrow. I put that on everything, but I put it on my mom. On God, but I'll be there tomorrow.
All right, but it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years.
All right, tomorrow, I'll be there tomorrow. You gonna be there tomorrow?
I'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be there tomorrow. Everybody agree to be here. We all touching the green.
All right, yeah, we church. We in there, Shot.
All right, Black Tony. I'll see you tomorrow, man. God bless you, man. Get some rest. All right.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick's Friday Morning Show. Hey, it is 6 minutes after the hour. Gary got the tea and the clue of the day, brought to you by Bank of America. Cash rewards, credit card, earn 3% cash back. Online shopping for all the essentials in your life. Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation. Gary,
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. He proposed, y'all. James proposed to Keisha Knight Pulliam, y'all, earlier this month in Atlanta, Georgia. It's being reported, y'all, that love is certainly in the air. Keisha Knight Pulliam announced her engagement, y'all, to actor Brad James, honey.
Yeah.
Now, they're saying, y'all, that the Cosby Show star is getting her happy ending, honey. She introduced to families across the country for her role of Rudy Huxtable. Pulliam is engaged to actor Brad James. Now, according to People magazine, they're saying, y'all, that James asked Keisha, that romantic question earlier in the month, y'all. And, evidently she said yes. They're saying her rep said Keisha and Brad are excited, honey, to find their happy ever after. Now,
Brad, what would Vesla say about this, Brad?
Congratulations. I thought it would have been me.
Hey, honey. Yes, baby. Standing there with you, honey. They're saying, y'all, that the ring, honey, according to People, they say it's a custom diamond eternity band made by Fed-Z of Aiden Jewels. And they're saying that the couple celebrated their engagement with a magical, intimate COVID compliment evening.
And you know what, Gary?
With love.
The thing about it is Miss Mimi did her nails. And what kind of, what was the color you picked and why, Miss Mimi?
For color, I pick black and white because Keisha dark and her man is like it. I say black and white. Unite together. This world is in right now, and I give you good deal on your nail for this world. $29.99 for you, and I get your man pedicure. Yes, I make it look for you. We make it look for you.
All right, baby. These girls got their nails, honey. So congratulations to James and Keisha, honey. They're a great couple. They all coming from under the
Congratulations, baby.
Yes,
she made you happy because you didn't even say goodbye.
All right, Miss Mimi. All right, speaking of congratulations, honey, congratulations is due, baby, honey, to Miss Mackenzie Scott. Ooh. Now, if y'all know who Miss Mackenzie Scott is, she's the ex-wife, y'all, of Mr. Jeff Bezos. She dropped Bezos, honey. She said she don't want that name no more. She's Miss Mackenzie Scott. Now, they're saying, baby, the girls are clamoring, honey, to get this girl a book, because she definitely need to put another book out on how to get your coins and do things. Now, Mackenzie, she recently donated, y'all, honey, $30 million, honey, of Jeff Bezos' Amazon money to Virginia State College. She gave, how you say it, Ricky, Tougaloo College?
Tougaloo College.
She gave Tougaloo, honey, in Mississippi, $6 million. She gave $25 million to Alcorn State, and even to your alma mater, she gave Clark Allen.
Alcorn.
What I said, Alcorn.
Right.
Yeah, you'll get all us beat up. Don't do that.
I'm trying to
she
tell
gave
you.
$25 million to Alcorn, and Eva's alma mater, she gave, honey, Clark Atlanta 15. Who in the hell is this correcting me?
We don't want you to get jumped, dog.
Alma mater made the same difference. You know what I was talking about. She gave Clark, honey, $15 million. Now, this is what I like about Miss Mackenzie, baby. While these girls scraping for purses and, honey, trying to get $20 from these rappers and things and thousands of dollars, this girl got $38 billion, honey, in her divorce. She got that from her divorce. She left, honey, Jeff, and said, go give me my $38 billion. So she said, I'm going to help the blacks people, honey. So she gave all these black colleges, honey, millions of dollars.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
The blacks people. Really?
You might as well just say the coloreds.
Right. The blacks.
She gave these people, she gave these girls, honey, much money. And that's what a girl should do, honey. You get your money. Paul, what's his name? Dr. Dre wife trying to get, honey, just a couple of $100 million. Miss Bezos got $38 billion, and she gave all this money to these what you call them? UNC HBCUs.
Take your medicine.
Ricky, I promise you, I didn't take my Lipton last night. I really did.
I had to eat a Butterfinger.
Hold on.
You get on there.
Hold on. Why you didn't take your medicine?
Let me tell you something. You know, Ricky, when you go to bed early and then you wake up in the middle of the night, I woke up in the middle of the night. It was too late to take the medicine. So I didn't want to take it because I didn't have no food on my stomach because I went to bed early. So now I'm feeling fidgety and whatever. And
you haven't had nothing to eat this morning?
No, I haven't had nothing to eat yet. And they say don't eat too many fruit because the fruit got natural sugar.
But you get sad when you don't take your medicine, start getting depressed and worked up.
Yeah, because the gospel song you played this morning kind of had me teary-eyed. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
So I won't complain?
I won't complain, so I was hoping they would hurry up and get
I've had some good days.
But your singing ain't going to make me no sad.
Yes.
I've had some hills to climb.
Let me get some. I've had some weary days.
Nobody else want none?
That didn't touch you, Gary?
I wish the hell it would have.
But Gary, that time when you was working at Wendy's, and let's turn the music off. I really want to get into this because you didn't take your medicine this morning. So was you on that medication when you was working?
No, I wasn't on lithium yet because I wasn't diagnosed as bipolar at that time. So that's when the diagnosis was coming, because when the phone would ring, it would just make me scream and throw stuff. But
So it was, by what time it was like in the afternoon?
It was either because I was working at Wendy's. I used to work the 2 to 6 shift, and I just threw the phone just did it.
It was just the phone. You was okay with the orders coming in.
Yes, and I was doing the chili. Yes.
So how many times did the phone ring before it just got to you?
It rang like 3 times, and it just made me scream, and I just threw the damn pot because it's just like, I don't know what it was.
So you threw a whole pot of chili.
Yes, but I'm glad now that I take my lithium, but I just didn't take it last night because I had an empty stomach, but it's going to be okay. So I got one more report, so I'll be fine, honey. Jesus is on the main line. The color today is sugar plum.
Woo.
What is sugar plum? Sugar plum, yeah. You damn it messing me up. It's sugar. Hold on.
What just happened? It all went left.
Stop it. Stop for 1 minute, honey. Stop for 1 minute. Stop for 1 minute.
Dang, no. Gary.
I'm crying.
You calling Alcorn? You saying alma mater instead of alma mater? You can't get HBCU together?
Gary. Saying the blacks?
Gary.
What?
Just take your medicine.
I got to eat first.
Okay, can't you make you stir up your little bowl of grits you sitting right there at home? You don't have no instant grits? You gonna take your medicine?
Huh? I'll take it. Bye.
You want us to play the song? You want to talk some more?
Play the song.
Hurry up, y'all. Hurry up.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
With the election finally certified, people are now wondering what legal trouble President Donald Trump will face once he leaves office, once he leaves the White House in January. On the line right now, y'all give it up and give a warm Rickey Smiley Morning Show welcome to New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Good morning.
Good morning, Attorney James. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. Good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on. There's a whole lot of speculation that the president will pardon his children for any laws broken before leaving office. But the question is, what will happen to him?
Now, as you know, I've got a current investigation against the president and the Trump organization. As an independently elected attorney general of the great state of New York, last year after his lawyer, Michael Cohen, testified before Congress, my office opened up an investigation into the financial dealings of the Trump organization. And that investigation continues today. And we're looking into whether or not the president, based on his annual financial statement, whether or not he inflated his assets, his property, for the purposes of getting a favorable loans and insurance coverage. And at the same time, he deflated those same assets to reduce and or avoid or evade real estate taxes. And when it comes to pardoning, I suspect, he will pardon members of his administration, his friends, associates, family members, but all scholars and everyone agrees that he cannot pardon himself. And so the thought is that he might step down prior to his exit, and Vice President Pence will pardon him. But based on changes in the law in the state of New York, I was able to introduce a bill in New York which would close a loophole in the law, which would not allow him and or his family members and or associates to avoid criminal prosecution in the great state of New York.
Oh, wow. Do you think this is why Attorney General Barr is resigning?
I can't speak to why Attorney General Barr resigned. He should have resigned a long time ago. He serves as the personal attorney for the president, as opposed to serving as the attorney for the American people. We have not had any enforcement in the civil rights space. The Civil Rights Bureau has been around for a very long time, and we've not had any enforcement. No investigation, pattern, and practice of police abuses. Nothing at all in the in the space of voting rights. We've done nothing with respect to voting rights issues, suppression of votes by people of color, I should say, and issues of human rights. We basically, the Department of Justice has been missing in action, and it's been primarily up to state attorneys general such as myself, and I would argue Democratic state attorneys general, who have been doing most of the work standing up and defending our democracy. And we have been winning in 85% of our cases. Between New York and California and some other progressive states, we've been leading the charge, protecting reproductive rights, protecting immigrants, protecting the census, protecting our environment, standing up against voter suppression, and the list goes on and on and on. We need a attorney general, and I'm confident that President-elect Biden and my dear friend and my sister from Howard, the Vice President-elect Kamala Harris, will step up and appoint an attorney general who understands what justice is all about.
That's right. Well, Attorney General Trump and Ivanka have said that they feel as though New York is harassing them unfairly. Are the consulting fees that Ivanka received from Trump illegal, do you think?
Listen, the politics of my office stop at the door. As an attorney, I am duty-bound to present facts and evidence before the courts. And so this is based, again, on the testimony of Michael Cohen, a significant a number of the assets that this president and the Trump organization holds are in the state of New York. I have an obligation and a duty to investigate allegations of criminality and allegations of civil wrongdoing, and that's exactly what we are doing. There's no politics here, none whatsoever. It's nothing but the rule of law. It's something, unfortunately, that the Trump administration and the president himself and members of his family do not recognize. They think they're above the law.
Right. So speaking of above the law, this is the question I think millions of people want to know. So potentially, could Trump and his children do time for crimes done in the state of New York?
Potentially, but it's important that we uncover those crimes. And right now, my investigation is civil in nature. Now, there is a parallel investigation that is currently being conducted by the District Attorney of Manhattan, and his investigation is criminal in nature. My investigation is civil. And in the event that we uncover any criminal activities, then that would change the posture of our case. We would get a criminal referral from the governor, and we would pursue it on a criminal basis.
So y'all pretty much gonna have him so tied up with legal stuff he won't be trying to run in 2024. That's wow. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm so excited that you came on this morning. The other question, the last one I wanted to ask was earlier this week that you actually had a judge overturn a ruling and grant you the communication records from Trump and his team with Ralph Master. I can't pronounce his last name. Mastromanso. Why is that such a big victory for you?
Because the members of the Trump organization, as well as members of the family, have basically served as obstructionists. We had to file a motion to compel. And a motion to compel means they refuse to hand over certain documents In the past, they refused to come before us for testimony. And so as a result of their refusal, we had to go to a court and file a motion to compel that they turn over these documents and or cooperate with our investigation. And in both cases, when Eric Trump basically said that he was too busy with the campaign, the reality is that the judge said that the campaign and external factors had no bearing on our investigation, that our authority was pretty much varied and was extensive, and it was really critically important that we continue our investigation regardless of any election. And with regards to this most recent individual who worked for the Trump organization, who basically said that the documents that he had in his possession were subject to a privilege, that he was entitled to withhold them because they were confidential documents. That too was unfortunately an excuse, and the judge decided that in fact there was no privilege attached to these documents, and therefore they should be handed over to the Office of Attorney General. And that is why that was so significant, because we are beginning to uncover all of the layers and find out and determine exactly what was going on in the Trump organization. Did they, in fact, evade the law for purposes of paying taxes? Did they inflate it for the purposes of getting favorable loans and insurance coverage? Our investigation continues.
Wow. We are talking to New York Attorney General Letitia James. Thank you so much. How can people follow you if they want any information on this case or whatever? How can people follow you?
So, again, the New York State Attorney General, you can Google me. I have a Twitter account. Again, it's Letitia. It's Letitia James at newyork.ag.gov. We are very accessible. We release a lot of information about this investigation whenever we are successful in court, and the investigation is ongoing whether or not he's president or not.
There it is, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We know you got a crazy schedule, and we really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the Attorney General of New York, Letitia James. Thank you. Have a blessed morning.
Have a blessed morning. Thank you.
All right, Rick's About the Morning Show. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Listen, I heard something fantastic today, Rick, and that is that the citizens of Palm Beach have told Trump specifically they do not want him living at Mar-a-Lago. And what's come out, which is interesting, was back in 93, when he was negotiating this property and turning it into this club, he put a rule in place, agreed to a rule that nobody staying there, and including him, could stay there for 7 days in a row or more than 21 days for the whole year. Now, obviously, he's done that. But they have on the books, Rick, that he can't. And so there are citizens that are talking about moving the city council to ensure that he can't make Mar-a-Lago his primary residence. And they've already passed a ordinance to remove the helicopter pad that he's been using since he's been president, the day of the inauguration. So, there are members of the city council that are talking about the ability to revoke his occupational license, which would make Mar-a-Lago no longer Mar-a-Lago. So he's gonna have some interesting decisions to make when he decides where to live. And some of the communities in New York have already told Kushner and his daughter that they won't be welcomed back. So it's going to be interesting for him. I just got a little bit of pleasure out of that news. But what is happening is it is a mad dash for pardons. And some of you know that United States Constitution, Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1 of the Constitution says that the plenary power to grant pardon only limits is that pardons are limited to federal offenses. So right now, Rick, you know, the president is actually taking requests for pardons himself right now, as is Jared Kushner, as is, I want to say, the White House counsel. And so from what I'm hearing, it's like a mad dash of Trump world people calling him directly and the White House and Kushner to get pardons. And to be fair, I mean, you know, this president has pardoned several folks that that, in my opinion, deserved it. Alice Johnson and Duke Tanner, whose prison sentences he commuted earlier in his term, were at the White House to petition for acts of clemency for some other folks. And from what I'm hearing, many of you know, I think Kim Kardashian West tried to get Brandon Bernard, who's a federal death row inmate, clemency, but she wasn't able to do that. It's going to be interesting, Rick. It's like, I feel like all of us right now should just be going to Twitter, hitting his Twitter page with the people we think should be pardoned. I'm like, when they going to let Kwame Kilpatrick out of jail, brother? Like, it's been too long. I don't care what anybody says. He has paid his debt to the city of Detroit. So, absolutely. So listen, y'all. Lastly, in Chicago, there is just the mayor has denied knowledge of the erroneous home raid of Anjanae Young, and this is something that's going to be real serious. The Chicago officials attempted to block the release of the video, Rick, and so this home raid is part of, I think, ongoing discussions about police and no-knock warrants and warrants in general. So we got to wait and see what happens there. But keep your eyes on Chicago. And all of you in Georgia, please vote, 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 vote. I know I'm out of time, Rick. Y'all can hit me at Jeff's Nation on all social media. I'll check y'all next week.
Hey, Jeff, appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. Hey, yes, give her vacation, bro. Her legs getting tired.
Hey, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up, man. Songs that will stay in your head all day. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I need to address something. I'm just going to address it right now. Let me say this right here. As we get older, whatever, we came from the hip hop station and we took over well, they put us, I ain't gonna say we took over. Let me change my words because you don't want to start tweeting about that, folks. Take over nothing. We don't own nothing. They put us they slid us over to R&B from hip hop to replace Tom Joyner, who retired. And so in Atlanta, we on Hot 107.9. And first of all, I want to thank everybody that have listened to us on Hot 107.9 over the years. We was going to formally do this, but Rodney Ho from the Atlanta, Constitution Journal?
The Atlanta Journal-Constitution.
Yeah, got ahead of us and did it in such a negative and messy way. We got a platform too, so we just not, because we just trying to stay out of the way. We just trying to be positive, trying to feed people, trying to educate people, have people on the show that matter. We give you a mix of comedy. We give you a mix of politics, and everything is informative. It's funny, we do characters. We do, just try to make it a well-balanced show. And we open up praising God. But the way he wrote the story, everybody going about their day yesterday. Brent getting text messages. I'm getting text messages. Everybody in Atlanta upset. Our family, our friends, our listeners. What the hell is going on? Everybody's social media blowing up. And this dude put out an article, made it seem like, we getting kicked off the air. And that's not what happened. We're not being kicked off nowhere. We in the same company. And thanks to David Cantor and Tim Davies, the way they handled the situation is so awesome and professional. They're sliding us over to Classics 102.9 in January. That's where we should be. That's the music that we play. Our target audience is 25-54. We're older. We ain't got no business playing hip hop. You understand? So Head Crack and the Morning Hustle should be on Hot 107.9 in Atlanta. Now, I'm addressing this because, some radio stations and general managers do it the right way and some just don't. But I'm not going to let nobody ever, I promise myself after that Dallas situation, I'm not going to ever let nobody embarrass us or embarrass our brand again. We work really hard to do this the right way. And don't try to put me against Head Crack. Head Crack is my brother. Head Crack is my little brother, you know, in his family. You know, we were raised together. We raised our kids together. We sat in a room and did morning radio for the past 16 years together. And he branched off and doing his thing, doing his own morning show. And the narrative that you tried to create to make it seem like, and then you put the truth in fine print, but the way you put the headline to make it seem like we getting kicked off the air in Atlanta, and then now you bring out all of our haters and all of his haters, and you bring out the people that hate him, you bring them out, and you bring out the people that hate me, and it's a big, nasty mess.
Right.
And that's not the truth, and that's not what happened. And I'm going, and I don't have to be the bigger person. We're going to stop that. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily a clapback. It's just telling you what happened. I'm correcting.
Providing clarity.
Right.
Absolutely. People are confused. People are hurt. People depend on the morning show. You know, but you put the truth in fine print, but the way you do the headline, just where you could get some extra clicks or whatever. And you know, he probably one of them dudes that really don't like me because I don't play his game. And I never played with Rodney Ho because I'm always straight up, and I hold him accountable. I don't let him get away with nothing with his reporting. And I make sure when he's recording, whenever I interview with him, when he record, I record, and I make sure, you know, I just don't play with him. And, Kay, what were you saying, the thing that you text me?
Well, I was saying that, you know, and again, just to, you know, Rodney Ho is the radio and TV reporter for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. And the way the article was written, it was to create a controversial mess out of what was really about the realignment of two morning shows being placed into the proper music format. So really, it's not even that interesting or that controversial or messy of a story. It's just business. But, you know, rather than asking the powers that be for clarity on what the move was about, you created that misleading headline to make it look like something that it wasn't. And so what we're doing now is just clearing it up for anybody who had any misconceptions, because people sent me text messages saying, hey, are y'all okay? Are y'all still working? You still got a job? Like, dude.
Yeah, making people think we got fired and all that kind of stuff. But Tim Davies, man, thank you so much for everything that you have done for our morning show, man. That's a general manager that's like, hey, I'm going to help you get some office space. That 6th floor that he provided for us, Brett, Special K, and everything that Tim and the whole Atlanta team, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, for welcoming us to Hot 107.9. Atlanta has been nothing but great to us and great to us building we allowed to shoot Dish Nation in the studios and all the wonderful things that we were able to do. And now that we moved over to Classic, man, Head Crack in the Morning Hustle, which also on 97.9 The Beat, it's on 95.7 Jams, is a new morning show that's blowing up. I'm talking about 1834. If you like hip hop music, you want to hear Cardi B, The Baby, Meg Thee Stallion, they're just not going to let us play it. We would like to play it, but they're not going to let us play it. We're going to stick to our Brandy and Tony Braxton and Kim and stuff, because we just older. We just older. That don't mean older don't mean less relevant. We just older, and it's time to move on. We're at our next level. And Hair Crack he deserved everything, and we are so excited and happy for him. We're gonna have him on the show before the end of the year, and we're gonna interview him. We're gonna talk to him. We're so proud of him. We love him so much. And so I just want to clear that up. And just with that negative
negativity, period. Just clear it up that there's no beef, no mess,
none,
no controversy, no issues, nothing. Everybody's still working, everybody's still happy, and we all family.
So when we see these articles, we just gonna address it, period, because we just not gonna let you do us. We work too hard. We work too hard to to accomplish what we have accomplished, and we just not gonna. We're just gonna defend the fort. You know what I'm saying? You come for us, we gonna clear it up. So so that's what happened. So thank y'all so much. And we are so excited for Hair Crack in the Morning Hustle. Congratulations to him.
Yes. And thank you for doing that, Rick. Thank you for doing that, because we all wanted to do it, so I'm really glad you addressed it. It needed to be addressed.
Oh, yeah, I can't just sit here. I can't hold water. You turn 50, you have to pee every 2 minutes. Hey.
And if the narrative is wrong, you got to fix it.
Absolutely.
Amen.
How low down and manipulative and negative that is. That's just so manipulative. That's a form of manipulation to make things. And you know people going to take the headline, screenshot it, and send it over to folks and get everybody upset and nervous like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
And it just start mess.
And go to the fine print.
Right. So, all right, there you go, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming. Hey, Brett, go ahead,
Yes, it is.
Yes,
and that's
man,
good because a lot of them are kind of sad. You know, you start reminiscing and they get like, a little dreary.
Right.
You know?
Man, let me tell y'all something. That song is so nice that you can continue to play it throughout the rest of the year, even when it's not Christmas, man. Come on now.
Man, Gary, what's wrong?
What was that, Gary?
I mean, you know, I love Mariah Carey and I love that song, but it was just some of the things she said that I kind of didn't agree with because she kind of seemed like she's skewed. She said she didn't want a lot for Christmas. She just want one. There's just one thing that she needs, and she said, I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree, but she does like a lot of Christmas gifts under the tree, doesn't she, Brad?
Of course.
Oh.
You know what? That song, every time I hear that song, man, you know what, Special K? I think about your beautiful wife and I holding hands running through the snow when that song come on.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hold on now.
Got it.
I missed that.
Because we should get something for Christmas, so yeah, that's good.
Hold on, don't make me go downstairs and find out what the hell really going on.
Look at them babies.
Oh, that was dirty.
What'd you say, Gary?
I say, look at them babies.
Wait a minute. Let me line these damn kids up. See what the hell going on. We missing some child support payments around this.
I don't care what nobody say, but Special K wife, man. He already Special K. I told him to his face. I said, if you die, boy, I'm gonna marry her because that's the love of my life. I love your wife, man.
Hey, well, at least she'll get a better car than the one she got now, huh? Better Christmas. She can move up from the kid to something nicer
and a house.
Those sons, house, and everything else. Get out on the boat. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I might need to watch what I eat for the next few days.
That's right. Because I know Putin. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley coming up.
News headlines.
Entertainment.
Sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. Eva got your front page right here. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. Following frontline workers, nursing home residents are now receiving the coronavirus vaccine. This comes as the U.S. hits 2 new records today. 3,400 deaths in one day and more than 113,000 people in the hospital. Meanwhile, Congress is close to passing a new coronavirus relief bill that would give stimulus payments of $600 to most Americans and an additional $300 in weekly unemployment assistance. In world news today, more than 300 boys were kidnapped from a school in Nigeria by extremists who are against Western education. You might recall a similar kidnapping of a group of girls in Nigeria 6 years ago. Meanwhile, Republican attorney generals from 10 U.S. states are suing Google in an antitrust lawsuit claiming the company is too powerful. And last, the ex-wife of Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos made history this week after she donated over $160 million to over a dozen HBCUs. All right, that's what's going down in news. For more, log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Brock T, what's up in sports?
Appreciate that, Eva. Well, big news in the NCAAs right now. Division I transfers for all sports get a blanket waiver. They have been cleared to play immediately. With the uncertainty of the COVID-19 pandemic, they figured out this is the best decision to support these students' mental health and well-being. So pretty much if you transferred from a university last year, normally, according to the NCAA rules, you would have to sit out a year and before you're eligible to play again. But they went ahead and said, man, y'all can go ahead and play right now. Have fun, enjoy yourself. So that's a good look. At least 6 players, including quarterback Deshaun Watson, attended a grand opening for Watson's new restaurant franchise in Houston. Group activity outside of club facilities are against the NFL's COVID-19 protocols, so expect some sort of fines to be given to the Texans and those 6 players.
We got to go try it out because that Clyde Drexler barbecue sauce. I never went. No one had no army green barbecue sauce. I'm like, We gave up the House of Pies to go here. They closed that so tight, boy. They had crime scene tape around that. They were trying to get that Clyde Drexler barbecue sauce to some homeless people. They're like, nah, we good. We'll starve another week before we. What in the volcano lava barbecue sauce to Clyde Drexler? Then they put it right off the highway. I'm like, Houston, come on. Houston, but hey, y'all know it. Everybody in Houston, y'all know it. Y'all didn't say nothing because he won them championships. H-Town, you didn't say nothing, but you know it. You remember it. I had to go to counseling. I had to go to therapy after.
Oh, man, come on, man. That's all I got to Clyde, man.
We're going to do a whole... Yeah, I love Clyde Drexler, one of the best point guards to ever play, but barbecue just won this thing. He can pass the ball.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
Hey, Roxy, I apologize, man. This segment, Brett, the hot spot, is that brought to you by Clyde Drexler's triple-double barbecue sauce?
No, man, it's brought to you by Reach Media, man. Y'all got to join Reach Media on Sunday, December 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Fantastic Voyage 20 and 21 Christmas concert. Just go to blackamericaweb.com or call 214-495-1963 to get on the waiting list now. Get on board. Let's get it. Brad. Yeah, what's up?
Brad.
What?
That barbecue sauce was so bad. I tried to post something and the ribs got up off the plate and ran out the door.
Don't do that, man. Why they doing that, man? Why they selling that?
They stopped, Brett. They stopped because the feds came in. The feds came in. Oh, Jesus. Go ahead. Oh.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Ellen DeGeneres, y'all, she is feeling better after testing positive for COVID despite bad back pain. Nearly a week after she revealed that she was tested positive for COVID, she said she is feeling better. She said, hi, everybody. Just saying thank you to all the well wishes out there. She said in a video that she posted on Twitter yesterday, I really appreciate it very much. However, there is one thing that Ellen is struggling with, and she said that is back pain. She said one thing they don't tell you is that you somehow get excruciating back pain. She said, I don't know if that was a symptom, but I talked to some other people and back pain was. She said, who knew and how come? So I think with this COVID thing, you can get all kind of symptoms and you don't know what's going on. So you just got to keep getting tested and checked because we all paranoid. You know what I'm saying? And, oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all, last but not, you still laughing.
Brett.
No.
I knew somebody.
I tried to get through that.
I knew somebody that was doing, you know, they still do the death penalty in Texas. They said, you have a choice. Do you want to get shot? You want to get the injection? You want to get electrocuted? Or do you want some Clyde Drexler?
I can't believe it's like that, man. Thank you for the warning, though.
Ricky, people tweeting that you're not lying about it. Somebody just
said it's Army Green.
Wait a minute, Gary. Wait a minute, stop. You wait a minute, say what, Gary?
Kevin V. Honey, a friend of mine, he said Ricky ain't lying about Drexler barbecue. It was horrible.